Well, now I think we're BFFs with all the animals, or close to. Sorry, I can't remember. No, not quite. Okay. Still have to be BFFs with Sadie. Hello, by the way. As you probably guessed by that, it's been a couple of days. That's how you can spot my breaks in recording, because I have to sort of reorientate myself with where I was. I'm going to play in big marathon sessions, and then take a break for a couple of days, then come back. Then take a break for a couple of days. Alright, the old pet affection trick. Oh, BFFs. Brilliant. Oh, I think it's probably too late to catch the unicorn now. I'll get it tomorrow. Tomorrow night, the unicorn is mine. Mwahaha. I went to see The Dark Knight Rises this week. Just last Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, but by the time you're watching this, you know, keep in mind, I recorded this a month ago, so if you haven't seen it yet, then, you know, shame on you, because it's amazing. One thing that stood out that I loved in it was Bane's voice. It's just like so weird. It's kind of like the Monopoly man wearing a gas mask.
Hello, my name is Bane. I have a very grandiose voice.
Like, where did he get that accent? He was like born in like a hole in the ground, or was he? I don't know. Actually, I think I'm slipping into spoiler territory. Going by comics anyway, rather than movies. In comics, he was born in prison anyway, and you know, I think he was actually, or no, he was put in as a child. I can't remember. He had a rough childhood anyway, so I don't know where the big accent came from. It's very cool. It's an amazing voice.
I slip into it all the time now.
Oh. You notice my screen stops like moving whenever I do the voice, because I have to kind of cup my hands over my face to get the echo effect.
I wonder if I'm as incomprehensible as the character in the film was occasionally.
Yeah, that was the other thing. It was kind of hard to hear what he said sometimes. But, oh, really good film. I think it was my favourite of the 3 recent Batman films. Which is probably controversial because the second one was so good. But I think I preferred the third. I kind of watched the first 2 right before I went to see it. And it was definitely the one I enjoyed most. Or that could just be because it was new. Batman is pretty awesome. Although, what I love is the old Batman comics. Like the really old 1940s ones. I have an anthology of them. And they're amazing. I mean, I didn't think I'd ever see Batman use the line "Quiet now" or "Papa Spank" when addressing Catwoman, but he does, and it's I don't understand it. I don't understand, you know, what tone would he say that in, or what would his voice sound like if he said that? I mean, I'm just picturing like Christian Bale Batman is like "Quiet now" or "Papa Spank." It's like, oh, that would be ridiculous. I'd love to meet the person who wrote that line of comic book dialogue. And Yeah, oh, and there's a brilliant plot in one of them about how Batman and Superman find out each other's secret identities, and it is like the plot of a television sitcom or something. It's like Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne are booked onto a cruise ship, and because of some mistake, they end up having to share a cabin. Then there's some criminal shows up or something. But so they both go to change into their costumes and accidentally like walk in on each other half dressed. It's like, you and you. Oh my god. So cheesy. I love stuff like that. I love the cheese. Anyway, back to my Sims. I remember in previous Sims games your Sim could get a job as a superhero, actually. I'm not sure if that's still in it. They'd get to be Captain Justice or something. I can't remember the name. It was the top of the law enforcement career. I think now they become a secret agent when they get to the top, which isn't as cool. I'd rather they were a superhero. Is it night time yet? No. God, it's only noon. I'm so impatient about this unicorn thing now. Someone should pick up this bin. Oh, it's one of the few things the genie can do, so... The genie. I shouldn't call her that. She has a name. One of the few things Regan can do. And there's two genies in the house. Because Bumblebee Schmooze here is a genie. Why did I say his surname there? I never do that. I guess I was more reading it than thinking. Actually, speaking of genies in the house, I don't know if anyone remembers the old program Genie in the House that used to be on Nickelodeon, like the really bad sitcom. I think it might have only been on like the English Nickelodeon. I doubt the American one would have picked it up because they kind of made more quality programs, like Drake and Josh or something. But no, it was just a really badly acted sitcom about some family who had a genie in their house. I can't even really remember most of it, if I'm honest. I just remember it being quite bad. Oh, there was that other English kids sitcom. It used to be on BBC, I think, called Mike and Angelo, about like an alien called Angelo who befriends a boy called Mike. That was brilliant because the actor who played Mike like left really early. He just quit the show. So the title of it made no sense from that point onwards. That was just... I mean, they should have just renamed it or something, but they stuck with the name, even though he wasn't there. There was no Mike. And I think they changed the actor who played Angelo or something, with no explanation. Oh, Bismarck, why do you take this route? Okay, at least he's going to vomit, so he'll end up in the bathroom. That's handy. That's a convenient vomit. He should do more of that. If only he'd want to vomit on a unicorn, then I'd have no trouble finding it. Oh, I just want the unicorn so I can stop worrying that these pets are all going to die. I wonder how long a unicorn lives for. Does it have a long enough lifespan that I can breed it? It might be an elder by the time I get it. That would be a bit unfortunate. Okay, it's getting dark. I think it's time to head out anyway. He has spent his entire young adult life searching for this unicorn. Hopefully, finally, it will now be his. It's called Lady Horse now. Is it going to be called Lady Schmooze? That sounds like some kind of James Bond villain. I am Lady Schmooze. That obviously wouldn't be what she sounds like, because that's a man's voice. Just in a posh accent. she
might as well sound like this. I am Lady Schmooze. Gotham City will be mine.
Oh. I wonder if Bane is the guy who sings the sexual harassment panda song from South Park. You know?
Sexual harassment panda.
Although it's a little too American, it would be more like
sexual harassment panda.
That should be a deleted scene or a DVD extra or something. If by some weird fluke Christopher Nolan is watching this, director of The Dark Knight Returns, you can have that idea. Have Bane sing "Sexual Harassment Panda." That's just out there. I suppose they've finished filming. The film's already out. He'd kind of have to put in a few favors to get all the actors back. I'm sure he has dirt on them. He's worked with them for years. I mean, he's bound to have stumbled across a few secrets he can blackmail them with. Just call up Christian Bale and just be like, "Hey, Christian, come back and be in my film, or else the pictures of you and the..." I don't know, what would Christian Bale's secret be? Or else the pictures of you and... of you in that cocktail dress go public. I imagine that would be his thing. Maybe because he leads the double life as Batman in the film, but he leads a double life, in real life as Christina Bale. Doesn't look like the horse is here. The unicorn. Sorry. Horse is probably offensive to unicorns. Although it's her surname. So maybe it's okay. If someone has an offensive word as a surname, is it okay to call them that? I think it would be. I think it depends on context. Like, I don't know. If your name is like, I don't know, Bob Crap for Brains, then I think people could call you Crap for Brains. They could get away with it. It would even sound a little more formal than using your first name. Because, surnames are kind of, I think, Bismarck, what? You can't leave him unattended at all. He just wanders back home. He could be missing the unicorn right now. Anyway, I have to change Bumblebee's costume, because I never got around to that. What's his personality again? He's an athletic dog person who's an evil social butterfly. Nobody ever suspects the butterfly. Oh, I have an idea. While I'm on this sort of superhero kick, I think Bumblebee is going to be a superhero. Bumblebee schmooze by day, but by night he is known as the social butterfly. That would be a costume for him. It has to look costumey. That's more of a bunny rabbit. Something like this maybe. And then what kind of boots would the social butterfly wear? I think those yellow ones. You have anything related to his powers? He'll need like crime-fighting gloves. Like that. We're going to have to use a mirror to actually give him his like mask and stuff. Or whatever he's going to have. Let's see. What do we have here? suppose he can just have his face painted. Costume makeup, there we go. He needs something kind of butterfly-like. Well, that one has a unicorn, which they're going to own one. That's kind of cool. I don't remember that one. That's alright. I think this is the most butterfly-looking one. And, it doesn't hide his identity very well. Oh well. Maybe there's something here that he can use as well. Like a hat or something. I was hoping for something with antennas or something. I would give bunny ears, maybe. Military hat. If he had wings, that would almost be butterfly-like. I'll just recolor this so that, you know, the ears look like antennas. There we go. SimCity has a new superhero. The social butterfly. And his name is Bumblebee as well, so it kind of keeps up the insect theme. I'm ready to go fight crime. And be really friendly to people. Because I'm a social butterfly. I make lots of friends. Actually, he's evil. He should probably be a supervillain.
Then this is my villain voice. Hello, Father. I am the social butterfly. I'm here to steal your diamonds.
Bismarck's just like, what the hell are you doing dressed like that, son? It's like the family mental illness has passed on, like the schmooze madness. That's what they call it.
Haha! I will retire to my bed.
I'm kind of slipping into a like Liquid Snake voice or Metal Gear Solid a little bit. It just happens. I better give him some food. Oh, spoiled pancakes or salad. That's okay. Salad can't go too bad. And what's the worst that can happen? It gets a little less healthy. I suppose maybe, I don't know, it could have caterpillars nesting in it. Like there's maggots in like, maggots nest in like raw meat. When you leave it out, caterpillars rest in your salad. And maybe that's how the social butterfly came about. He accidentally like swallowed a mouthful of caterpillars on an old plate of salad. And they fused with his DNA to turn him into a social butterfly. The social part comes from the fact they were particularly talkative caterpillars. They were having a meet and greet to try and make new friends. It was speed dating. Caterpillar speed dating. I hope Bismarck's still BFFs with all these dogs. And horse. Yeah, he is. It's good. They should probably get along with each other. I don't want any of the dogs being taken away for neglect or anything. Because I think if one goes, all of them go. That would be inconvenient. Is this still the same night that the unicorn didn't show? Or did I completely miss something? I can't remember. I've just lost track of time. It's all blurring into one. No, I think it's the same night. I don't see the unicorn here. Tomorrow night, we'll find it. Oh no. The butterfly has been angered. Time to eat some more spoiled salad to recharge his evil cells.